Husker and a great leader is the class president who'll be attending Virginia Tech in the fall. Please welcome Brogan Deneen.
Let's go, Irish.
Okay, I got you right there. Good morning, class of 2017. I'd like you all to close your eyes. Actually, parents and families, feel free to join in as well. If you struggled on an academic exam in the past year, raise your hand and keep it raised. That's what I thought. Raise your hand if you maybe didn't pass your road test for the first time. And I know some of you are lying because I've seen the school parking lot after school. Raise your hand if you did not do as well as you had wanted to in a big game or meet. And raise your hand if you weren't accepted to that one awesome college, only to fall in love with another. Now open your eyes and look around. Well, all you put your arms down, but you saw. It seems as if we've all had setbacks, things that we see in our lives as failures. Failure may be defined as a lack of success, but look at where you are today, sitting at your high school graduation. That seems pretty successful to me. In spite of all those tough days, you made it. Sure, sometimes failing can feel like the end. Oh God. All right. It hits you where it hurts, and it kicks you while you're down. When our mistakes are staring us in the face, our egos become our own worst enemies. But at the risk of sounding like one of those posters plastering our classroom walls, I will say this. The failures we endure and come back stronger from are the necessary stepping stones on the pathway to success. Let me say that one more time. The failures we endure and come back stronger from are the necessary stepping stones on the pathway to success. The fact of the matter is, we are all going to fail in varying degrees. Whether it be your first calculus exam in college, the new business you start up in your early 30s, or the serious relationship you've worked so hard to maintain. Anything worth striving for will inevitably have a setback along the way. You may remember your failures, but the people that matter will remember the way you came back from them, the way you used your mistakes as the driving force behind the greatness you are all destined for. I'm sure in the past few years of applying for college, picking majors, and preparing for your future in the workforce, you've heard people advise you to make sure you have something to fall back on. But I never really understood that concept. If we are going to fall, and fall we will, don't fall back ever. Fall forward towards your goals and towards that moon we're all supposed to be shooting for. That way, it is not your failures staring you in the face, but your bright future just up ahead. Let me give you an example. Mariano Rivera is by all accounts the greatest relief pitcher in baseball history. Finishing his career with a record 652 saves. That is 652 times that he came into a game with the win on the line, and 652 times that he closed the deal. But did you know that 80 times he blew the save, often losing the game for the Yankees? Most notably, just 2 months after the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center, the Yankees played the Arizona Diamondbacks in the World Series. The whole country aside from those very few Arizona fans, because who really roots for the Diamondbacks anyway? All of America was rooting for the Yanks in the aftermath of the trauma inflicted on New York City. But Rivera blew the save in the bottom of the ninth in Game 7, and the Yankees lost it all. There was no way that anybody would forget that loss anytime soon. Yet he still described this series as the best World Series we ever played in. Rivera was able to find solace in the fact that even the best mess up every so often. He gave his best, but was knocked down on the most public stage imaginable. Yet he came back stronger than ever and pitched successfully for another decade. He left an enduring legacy that will never be forgotten with his almost certain first ballot induction into the Hall of Fame ahead. So how much can a few exams, broken hearts, or road tests really mean for us anyway? Failure is both inevitable and a luxury. When you all raised your hands a few minutes ago, you were announcing to the world that yes, you have failed, and yes, you survived it, and that is awesome. Clearly, you all can see that each and every one of you are capable of so much more than just getting by these setbacks. These setbacks got you here today. You overcame the problems and the adversity. And when you look back on your years in high school, maybe you'll remember the tough class or the bitter fight with your best friend. But you will most importantly remember today, your graduation day. Today, you are hereby defined by the success you achieved in the diploma you will receive in a few minutes. Today, you are ready for your next challenge. So I say, bring it on. So, class of 2017, go forward, fail fast, fail often, but fail for the right reasons, fail for the right goals, and be proud that you got back up. Always fall forward and keep pushing yourself until you fall again. Always be proudest of the failures you rise beyond, because these small missteps frame the fabulous picture of your success.